Okay. Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is August 12th, 2023, August 12th, Saturday. Um, so someone is trying to not project. Okay, first let me say, these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If it resonates with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not give you clarity, then that's okay. Don't force it to be your message, right? If you're just watching to follow along, then okay. So what I was gonna say was, so I had an interesting dream last night, right? But the whole point of the dream was somebody is not. It's like it's not projection exactly. It's like they're trying to influence tarot. Like if you're a tarot reader, it's like they're trying to influence the card, not the cards, but the energy around your cards, so that way you only get like negative readings. So that was, that. So if you're a reader, someone is trying to influence the energy around your cards, so that way you only get negative, or it's like dark readings. Like it's trying to influence the energy so that way you get dark readings. It has to do with not wanting to hear the good. Like if your readings are too positive, it's like they don't like that, so they're trying to influence the cards or the energy of the cards so that way you get negative readings. So that's like a side note. What else? Oh, yeah. So the reason why that's somebody's trying to influence the energies around your readings is so that way they can say that, like, I don't know, somebody wants to, it's like somebody's trying to prove a point, saying that like you talk to demons or some shit like that. Like, I think that's so funny. So somebody wants to say or pass the collective off, like, all right, so people in the collective who do tarot, right? If you do tarot or any sort of divination or whatever, right? There are people or a specific person that are trying to influence that energy, so it just seems like it's nothing but negativity or like dark or whatever the case it is, so that way they can be like, oh yeah, see, it's because whatever they're doing is demonic, right? And I just think that's the funniest shit ever, because like you're the one that's influencing my cards, like you're the one that's influencing the energy. Like it's so funny, right? Because a lot of the times, I don't know, you could be a reader that has like positive or like it might not even be like positive, but it's like the truth, right? So it's like if you're gonna talk about the truth, it has to be like dark or some shit like that. Like they just don't want you to seem like what you're doing is of the light, so they have to put like a dark, negative, demonic connotation to it, making it seem like all you like it's just like all negativity that you talk about or some shit like that. I think that's like the funniest shit ever, because it's like somebody is really that worried about how you're appearing to the community, how you're appearing to the world, to the society. And it's, what's so funny about that is that if you are some type of light worker and somebody's trying to influence the energy around your work, that's really because they want humanity, other humans, to see you as like some sort of demonic worker or some shit like that. But it's funny because God, angels, ancestors, spirits, everybody can see what this person, what these people are doing. So they may be trying to fool other humans that are not walking in the light, that are not tapped in, that are not awakened, yada, yada, yada. So they may be able to fool that, but they cannot fool God. And I think that's the funniest thing ever, because they're really trying to pass off your light work. Like if God's talking to you and you're passing those messages along, they're really trying to pass off those messages as like messages from like the devil or messages from like demons and shit like that. And that is the funniest thing ever, because God does not like that. All right. If anything, you're not gonna annoy, like, I don't know what this person thinks they're doing, but it's like they're so concerned about your conversations with God. They're so concerned about your relationship with God that it's like it's too real. It's too true. It's gotta be demonic. There's no such thing. And it's the craziest thing, because it's like people are so quick to believe in demons but not angels, right? So be careful of somebody like that they're always like, oh yeah, they're possessed, they're demonic, or they're evil, or they got demons. Be careful of people like that, because it gets to a point where people like that, they eventually look for negativity and evil and shit like that. It's like, don't you ever notice like the good, the light, the angels, the miracles around? Don't you ever notice that? So essentially, the reason why this is happening is because to this person or to these people, you're performing miracles, or you speaking of, wisdom beyond their comprehension. Because again, they cannot comprehend that. They have no idea where that wisdom is coming from. They have no idea what you're even talking about. They have no idea how you're getting this information. To them, it's gotta be from demons. It's gotta be demonic. It's gotta be from the devil, right? It's gotta be. So, in order to prove this even further, they're trying to influence your work. Make it seem like it is dark, it is negative, it is demonic and shit like that. Just because they don't understand how it is that you're doing what you're doing. So they're trying to influence it. And it's funny, again, it is funny, hee hee ha ha, because that has, what they're trying to do has no effect to you. They're just gonna be on the bad end of consequences and punishments. And it's just like, because it's like, God is like, how are you gonna sit there and tell the whole world that my conversations with the collective are demonic? Like, that makes no sense, right? So of course, like, God's gonna get annoyed, because it's just like, you're just mad because I'm not talking to you. And so because I'm not talking to you, you must think because you don't have a connection with me, they must have a connection with some darker entity, right? And it's boils down to jealousy. How come God's talking to you and not me? If God's not talking to me, then you must not be talking to God. But I assure you, it's God. I assure you. Okay? So that's that. I feel like people are just so nosy with your relationship with God, the Most High, the most high, right? The grand creator of everything, anything, right? The Alpha and the Omega. I feel like somebody is so concerned with your relationship that it's like they're trying to understand it in the worst ways possible. And because it doesn't make sense to them, it's like their imagination is playing tricks on them. And it's like it's like at this point, they're like accusing the collective for like dabbling in demonic shit. Like, what? I also feel like if that were the case, your life would be a product of what they're saying, but it's just not. Like, it makes no sense. Like, if my life is the way you say that my life is, hello, like, why isn't it the way you say my life is, right? So, with that being said, let's pull some chords. So, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm publishing a novel, right? It's actually, it's called Major Arcana. And at the moment, it's free to read. I have quite a couple chapters up. So if anybody's interested in reading that, Definitely read it while you still can. I appreciate all feedback. It's a love fantasy. So if anybody wants the link to that, I can send you the link to that. And if anybody needs a personal reading, hold on. All right, I'm back. If anybody needs a personal reading, you can email me. So it's all my information is in my About Me section on my channel, and like every description video, every description of my videos. All right, so success reverse. So obviously, if somebody is trying to, it's between 1 to 3 people. Something about the power of 3. These people may not be witches, but they do believe like strength in numbers, right? So honestly, it could be like people in a congregation of some sort. Like it could be, oh my god, Christians. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now. A lot of the times, Christians themselves are like the worst examples of what Christianity represents. And I hate to say that, but that's true. All right? And not only that, but a lot of the time, Christians, the bad ones, they tend to be more concerned about your relationship with God than their relationship with God. Which is like so weird to me. Like, I don't, like, mind your business, right? So aside from that, so these could people who are in some sort of congregation, and they believe that just because they go to church or because they follow religion to the T, whatever the case it is, that automatically grants them a relationship with God. I'm not going to say yes or no to that, but what I will say is that not everyone is granted access to the Most High. It's just, it is the way it is, right? Not everybody gets replies, not everybody gets messages, not everybody gets signs and synchronicities from the Most High, all right? It's just how it is, all right? So you could be one of those people, collective, that, you do, and you might not even go to church. You might not even be religious. You might not even, you could just live your life the way you want to live your life. But for some reason, that's just not enough, because they have to go to church, they follow these rules, they do this, they do that, they do that, and they still aren't getting the messages that you're getting. So to them, of course, you must be getting it from something evil, some dark entity, right? But it's crazy, because if that were the case, your messages will not be so uplifting, fulfilling, warm, welcome, guiding, right? They're not destructive. They're not to tear down. They're not to, it's about uplifting, growth, healing, love, right? Which is so crazy, because what they're saying, that the messages that you're getting or like passing off, like it does not represent like the actuality of it. So we have success in reverse. So they're saying that you're demonic, or that your messages are from demonics, or are from demons, or whatever the case it is. And that's just, it's not working out, right? And like I said, they're going to end up, God is merciful, but he's also like, you don't want to be on his bad side, right? There's a reason why you should always fear God. Ooh. I don't know. I feel like I want to cry or something right now. Oh my God. I feel like God is like, when it comes to you, his chosen ones, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, he does not play. And it's really bothering him that people are not like taking you serious. And they're like, I don't know, because you don't look the part or you don't act the part, that your messages are not from him. And that really like bothers him, that makes the Almighty upset. It makes these people frustrated because if they're saying, oh yeah, like the collective, they're demonic and they're this and they're that, right? It's like God is making sure that your life is a product of his blessings, his miracles. And that really bothers these people because they keep failing at trying to pass you off as something that you're not. And it's really irritating. And it's there's a lot of emotions in this right now. There's irritation. There's well, it's, I don't know. I just feel like God is just like fed up. Like he's just not having it anymore. If anything, he's going to keep making sure your life is a product of his blessings, his miracles. You got it? I think self-worth. We have self-worth coming out. So these people are saying that like you don't love yourself or you don't have self-worth because it's like they want to pass you off of somebody who gave themselves up to the darker side, who like sold their soul, or like they just want to make it seem like your life is not the way it is. You don't love yourself, you don't have self-worth, you sold yourself, you sold your soul, you made deals, you bargained. Like they really wanted to make it seem like that because there's just no way, and they're like they cannot comprehend the fact that the messages you're getting are legit. They're legit. It's solid, right? It's solid. It's like valid. So that's another reason why they're failing, because what they're saying that your life is, it's actually not like that. And God is making sure that, again, your life is a product of his blessings, his miracles. And that really shows with your self-worth. You really do love yourself. You really, there's also plants here, right? So there's growing, you're flourishing. There's also trees in the background. So you could be taking roots somewhere, like growing a family, or just, understanding the roots within yourself, healing yourself. There's like 2 hearts here. You love yourself. Also, this girl's got tattoos on her. So this could also be because you just don't look the part as to like how you would be getting messages from God. Which is actually, you know what? It's so funny. I saw this meme on social media, right? And it was like 4 people in the picture, right? And it was like the 3 people were like conservative Christians, like they just like had like regular clothes and all that stuff. And they were saying, and then there was like another guy, and he was reading his Bible, and there was like thought bubbles, and his thought bubble was like, Christ, you're in my heart is yours. Ooh, I am getting like choked up. And then the other 3 people that are sitting next to him, their thought bubbles are like, he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in God. And it's just like, they're thinking that you don't believe in God. And the only thing that you're thinking about is God and how you're giving your heart to him and how you love him. And also, I'm going to post that picture on my community board. The guy, he was wearing like a skull shirt. He had like a bandana on. He had ripped jeans and like a ripped shirt. He just did not look like he would love God or for some reason. But the other people around them, they looked very clean and, very conservative. So it's like, a lot of that could be because you just don't look the part. You just don't look like God would give you messages. And it's crazy because there's multiple examples of this. Like, God works through those who you would never believe, like, you would never think he would work through, right? Like, how can you learn from someone who's never gone through anything? Someone who, like, don't want to say it like this, but who just like plays by the book. And you're the type of person who's never really played by the book, right? So people can learn from you. People cannot learn from these people. Because no offense, but you can't really learn much from a conservative Christian who judges, right? And then they want messages from God, the great divine. And then when they see somebody who does not look like them getting messages from the divine, oh, that can't be from God. That can't be. Well, why not? Well, because look at them. Well, doesn't God work in mysterious ways through people of all walks of life? Well, yeah, but look at them. They just don't look like it. High Priestess of Fire in reverse. Something about passion. Someone's light has gone out. So somebody has lost their way trying to paint you out to be something that you're not. They lost themselves. They lost their way. They lost their spark. Either that or it was taken from them. They were too focused on trying to paint you out to be somebody that you were not, somebody who didn't love themselves, had no self-worth. Maybe your lifestyle was what they wanted it to be or how they thought it looked like or whatever the case it is. They put so much into that. It's like those people from the picture of the meme. You know, they were so focused on this guy saying, oh, he doesn't love God. He doesn't love God. You know, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't love God. Meanwhile, the guy, the only thing that he's doing is just minding his own business, reading his Bible, you know, thinking about God, having God in his heart. That's all he's doing. Right? So you're just focused on your self-worth, and these people are failing, and they're losing their way in life. Hold on, let me turn that. Yeah, they're losing their way in life. They lost their spark. They lost, I don't know, their selves. They lost themselves. I also, side note, God is teaching these people a lesson. Because it's like they lost their purpose in life. And God's not making it easy for them. God's not going to just give them their sense of purpose back. No. It's like, you want a sense of purpose? Go find it. Earn it. Work for it. Right? The collective has self-worth. You need to earn it. You need to work for it. You need to do the work. Right? Stop focusing on the collective and do the inner work that you need to be doing. If you want a connection with me, earn it. Work for it. Make it happen yourself. Don't get mad at the collective because they did the work. They have a connection with me. I be talking to them, right? We communicate, la la la. Don't get mad at them because they did the work. So God is teaching these people a lesson, not only by making them find their purpose again, but by also making sure that your life is a product of his blessings. These people want to make it seem like there's gonna be a quiet period, I guess. I don't know how else to explain that. Within the next couple months, I would say August, September. By like October, there's gonna be a complete shift in their attitude, especially towards you, collective. They're gonna want to make it seem like they were always like, you always had things in common, that they were always like, not buddy buddy, but for the longest of time, these people saw you as different. Like, you didn't belong, you didn't look the part, right? There's just no possible way you're not like them. But now, within the next couple months, they're going to be coming around like, oh my God, I like that too, or oh my God, I love that show, or what's your favorite song, or whatever the case it is, right? it's like now they're going to try and find some sort of way to connect with you so that way they can relate to you, so that they can be more, so that way they can get God's attention. It's like they want to be just like you so that way they can get God's attention. And it's just like, it's funny because God knows. God knows. Instead of trying to like just do the work, right? You do that, you're gonna get even more lost. You're gonna lose even more of like your purpose, your sense of self, like. And if anything, that's just gonna rebound back on you because you're gonna get more bitter, more angry, more resentful, more hateful, right? More blocked, because you're doing anything and everything you can to genuinely build your own relationship and connection with God. Like, being like me isn't going to appeal to God, right? God knows who I am in and out, right? He made me, right? I am within. I am God, God is me. Like, he knows who I am. So you can't fool him because he knows who you are too. He made you. He knows who you are. He knows who I am. So the fact that you're trying to be like me to appeal to him, like, you're not going to get brownie points for that. It's like trying to copy someone's work, someone's original work, right? And it's just like, I know whose work this is. Like, I'm like, that makes no sense. And it's funny because these are the same people that try to ostracize you and outcast you, trying to make it seem like your connection with the divine was like false. Like, it was actually, oh no, they're not connected to the divine. They're connected to demons and devils and, you know, negativity and like, if that's the case, then how come you're trying to be my friend now? Look, Gemini Air, this is the third house. Now they want to communicate with you. They want to reach out to you. They want to talk to you. This could be a sibling that has been doing this, or siblings, multiple people, or people who are just related to each other, right? So if they're not your siblings, maybe they're siblings together. Like, I don't know, what did I say? 2 to 3 people, right? Like some weird sort of congregation, or like maybe they're in a congregation. A pair of siblings that are in a congregation that they go to church or some shit like that. But that may not resonate with everyone, but these people, they want to talk to you. So it's like they just, oh, we got the letter B. What the heck? Is that the only, we got the letter B, and what else? Learn to say no in your dreams. Alright, so somebody is, you know what, I know who the fuck this is. So yeah, this person or these people could try to communicate to you in your dreams, trying to you know, they're trying to communicate to you through your dreams to try to like drop what is it? Seeds of influence, right? It's like if they put their presence in your dreams, you're gonna, I said this before, you know, it's like you would see them and then you would wake up and you're like, oh, maybe I should talk to, or maybe I should call, or maybe I should text, or maybe I should email this person. Maybe I should reach out to them, right? So, but this is something separate. This is a separate story. So you got people all around you. This person has to do with your self-worth. Like, whoever this person is with the letter B. So you have, like, other people trying to communicate with you. Yo, there's, like, fucking 3 stories here. Sorry, I don't mean to curse. Yeah, this person, while this is going on, it's like they're trying to take advantage of, like, whatever energies are being thrown at you. So this is the kind of person that like, oh well, if they're bullying them, I'm gonna bully them too, right? This is that person. So I don't think this person knows these other people, but they're trying to take advantage of the energies that are being thrown at you, trying to sneak their own negative energy inside, hoping that it would confuse you, right? It's kind of like everybody's throwing projections, influence, and negativity at you. So this person is like, well, if I sneak my projections in there, maybe they won't notice that it's a negative projection. Maybe they will notice that it's me, right? Maybe they'll think that they really do want to hang out with me. Maybe they'll think that they really do want to talk to me. This person, they're trying to be sly with it, right? This person does not have self-worth. They just want to be around you because you know who you are and you're upright standing. This person, they just want like to be relevant. I want to be just like you. Yeah, this person wants to be just like you too. So these people, they want to be your friend just so that way they can seem relevant in God's eye. This person wants to be like you because you have self-worth and they do not. This is a separate story down here. This is somebody else who's like, they're trying to be so relevant in your life, and then these people are trying to communicate with you so that way they can be relevant to God. But this person down here, they're not like, when it comes to God, they're like, God, I don't think so, right? That's not them. They just want to be like you. They want to be in your energy. It's like they admire you and like they're jealous of you and they want to be around you. That's separate. They're irrelevant. They don't matter, right? The real story is these people. This person, they're just trying to sneak their way in. But these people here, they just want to communicate with you and like, hey girl, I haven't seen you, or like, hey, what's up? I haven't talked to you, bro. Like shit like that, right? So these are like the mean girls, and all of a sudden they have you. They see that you have something that they want. It's so funny. Like this person's like, here I am. I'm here too. I'm throwing negative energy too. And it's just like, yeah, okay, I see you, little fruit fly. Hello, fruit fly. Lives to backstab people. Who does this go to? Let me get one more for lives to backstab people. Why is lives to backstab people here? Support. Your spiritual guides are with you. 333 support. Alright. So this person's really trying to be relevant. This person wants to... The person who wants to be like you, they're just... Their support is fake. This is the kind of person that's only nice to get shit that they want. And then once they get what they have, they'll just turn around and stab you in the back, right? This is that person. I wouldn't pay them any attention. This is also how you know who this person is. Like, you can see where everything is coming from. You know how... I don't even know. It's like those little app games. I just saw 3336. Like those app games where you have... Or like those mazes. Or like those line games. It's like... Follow where the strawberry connects, right? And you have to follow the line, and the strawberry came from the strawberry patch, and then follow where the banana comes from, and you have to follow the line to the banana tree, right? But all the lines are jumbled up, so it's kind of like you have to figure out where each line... These people are throwing so much shizzle at you, right? And it's kind of like making it seem like, let's just throw everything that we have at them at once, and then this person's like, oh, well, I'm going to throw stuff at them too, right? Hoping that you won't recognize because of all the jumbled projections, influence, chaos. But here's the thing. You're really good at mazes, right? You're good at mazes. You're good at puzzles. You're good at shit like that. So you know where the strawberry is coming from, where the banana is coming from, where the coconut is coming from, right? You know how to untangle that web. So, and it's your spiritual guides are also here with you. They're letting you know that this person, they're just trying to throw shit at you as well. Bless you. Yeah, this person, they like to backstab people. It's like, well, it's okay. Good job. It's like, well, I'll be your friend, right? You seem like you could use a friend. I'll be your friend. And then once they get what they want from you, you know, they'll stab you in the back. So, your dreams have the answers. These people want you to talk to them about the dreams that you have. So you could be getting messages in your dreams. Be careful because this is what's going on. So let's say, you know, what was his name? I think Jacob. I talk about him all the time. Jacob. He was like a prophet of dreams or a king of dreams, right? If you've seen that movie, King of Dreams, I would definitely go watch it. It's a really good movie. It's a really good story in the Bible. It's actually a really, really, I like it. So, anyways, the point is that he was able to get messages from his dreams and he could decipher them and interpret them and all that stuff, whatever. You could be just, you could be, hold on, what? You could be just like that. You get messages from your dreams, right? So these people, they want to be around you. Like, oh, hey, what was your dream? Did you have any dreams? They just want to be buddy, right? It's like those mean girls that now they see that you have something that they want or that they can use. It's your dreams. The messages that you get from your dream. They want you with the third house here and the dreams. Your dreams have the answers because the third house is also about communication, right? This group of people, they want you to tell them the dreams that you have. They want to know the dreams that you have, the messages that you get in your dreams. These are people that you've known for a long time, that you grew up with. I cannot, like, thinking patterns too. This is kind of, they're invasive. Like, they want to know the dreams that you get, the messages that you get, your thinking process, how you think. It's like they want to be inside your mind, thinking that, like, well, if we can get inside the collective's mind, maybe we'll get those messages too, or maybe we can use those. Here's the thing, right? Fun fact, even if they were to have access to your mind, they would never understand the messages because the messages are not for them. They won't even know how to interpret them. They won't know how to decipher them. All this stuff that you get, all the messages, the downloads, the channeling, it's in code. And you already know how to decipher that. It's in code. So let's say you write down a dream, right? And they snatch that piece of paper away from you. They're not going to understand it because it's in code. There's a deep knowing within inside of you that understands what each message means, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like trying to understand hieroglyphics without the codex, right? Your deep knowing is the codex. It's like, I don't know. I can't even. That's that. Soul sucker. Unwilling to change because they are scared. They don't like being alone. They can't be alone. Soul sucker. Why is soul sucker here? Unwilling to change because they are scared. They don't like being alone. They can't be alone. They would rather just be... It's a group. It's a group of people. And they're related to each other. Not to you, but they're related to each other. Like, it's like a little congregation or like a little group of people. They like to be together, right? They may not like each other. So if they're family members, like if they're siblings, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever the case, they're a group of family members that they don't even like each other in their own group, right? But there's nothing that they can do about it because they're too scared to change. They're too scared to change. And that's another reason why they're not getting messages, because here you are, you're flourishing, changing, adapting, growing, healing, doing the work, and they're too stuck. They're too stuck. And it's just like, there's something about keeping things like traditional here with them. So it's like, let's say they do things by the book, traditionally, conservatively, whatever the case it is. Well, how come we're not getting messages? Because you're listening to man. You're listening to how man is telling you how to be, how to think, how to feel, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. You're not listening to God. You're not listening to this, right? That's why you are stuck. That's why you are not changing. That's why you are scared. Because you're listening to the word of man. A man who has no idea what he's doing because he too is stuck. There's no change. There's no growth, right? These people could be the same exact way as they've been like the past 20, 30 years, right? It's like, what are you guys, stuck? You guys are frozen in time? Soul sucker. Where? What? Why? Why is that there? Why is soul sucker there? F. Oh. So they're just draining every... So this group of family members, they're related to each other. These group of family members who are related to each other, they're scared to change, and they're draining each other. They're not happy. They're miserable. They're draining each other's energy, each other's strength. They don't like each other. It's like they're drowning in misery. They're drowning in misery. They lost their sense of purpose, their self, right? They could be like going to church and like, why am I going to church? Why? Like, they could be questioning if they've learned anything of value, right? That's another thing too. Like, they're still preaching about the same exact shit they've been preaching for like the past 20 years. And then you wonder why you're too scared to even like, I don't know, express your identity, express yourself, express your individuality. Like, you're telling me you've been preaching about the same things, you've been learning about the same things for 20 years, and your life is it's interesting because they're saying that you're into demonic shit, you get messages from the devil, blah, blah, blah. But God is making sure that your life is a product of his blessings. Their life is a product of what? Stagnation, right? Stagnation. You've been the same. You've looked the same. You've acted the same. You talked the same. You preached the same things for like the past 20, 30 years. Where's the growth? Where's the abundance? Where's the healing, right? So there's a lot going on here. Yeah, these people, they want to come towards you. They want to talk to you. I also feel like they want you to teach them things because obviously in their congregation, they're not learning anything of value, right? They're not learning anything of growth, wisdom, connecting with God, spirituality. And that's because they're not listening to God. They're listening to man. So they want to communicate with you. They want to talk to you. And then you have this little fruit fly down here trying to like ease their way into whatever these people are trying to throw at you. They're just trying to make themselves seem relevant to you. They just want to be like you, like, hey, do you need a friend? And you know, they'll stab you in the back. They're irrelevant, right? They don't matter. And if you feel some type of way about that, then okay, whatever, that's not my problem. But the main story is these people, these group of people, they're related to each other. It's a family, right? They just, they want to learn from you. Now, right? Now. But before, they were just like, oh my God, we need to ostracize them because they don't look like us. They don't talk like us. They don't think like us, right? And that was the whole point. You're not supposed to, right? You were never like them, right? And now look at you. Stuck, stagnant, and, miserable. That's not your problem, though. Now, here's the thing. There's going to be, when they do reappear in your life, you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to educate them, teach them, guide them, right? Rain wisdom upon them. That's entirely your choice. But here's the thing. Whatever you decide to do is not going to be wrong and it's not going to be right? Because it's not your job to teach them. If you want to teach them, you can do that. It's your choice. But whatever you choose, it's not going to make God think any different of you. Now, if you choose not to teach them, they may turn that around on you and be like, oh, well, don't you believe in God? Wouldn't God? Let me tell you something. God only cares about my relationship with him. He doesn't really care about, whether or not I make others happy, if I'm pleasing you, pleasing them. And no. God only cares about you doing the work that he assigns you to do, right? This is not an assignment that he's giving you to do. It's your choice on whether or not you want to do this assignment, right? But they're going to make you feel like, oh, well, God, last time I checked, this is not an assignment from God. It's if I want to do this, I can do this, right? But it has no effect on my relationship with God, the Most High, right? The World reverse, Knight of Wands reverse, and then the Sun. All right. This person down here, they're a mess. This person down here, they're just not happy with their life. And that's because with the Knight of Wands reverse, they like to play games. They could be sleeping around, being a player. This person, whoever this person is, whether they are karmic feminine or karmic masculine, they just want to be around you because they're just not happy with themselves, their life. They have no self-worth, no whatever. They're just not happy. They don't take shit seriously. They could be sleeping around, being a player or a whore. Right? That's that. These people over here, they're looking for some sort of happiness, right? They want to be happy. I also feel like they're pretending to be happy, because how is it that you don't like being alone? You can't be alone. Oh my gosh, my left ear is like ringing. I know. Okay. I know I'm definitely on the right track. They have no sense of purpose. Their passions in life, like, they just don't know what makes them happy. They're miserable. They're unwilling to change because they're scared. They feel stuck with each other because they're family members. They're just draining each other. But they like to pretend that they're happy. I also, when they come towards you, they're going to be, oh my God, it's like so fucking fake. They're going to be coming towards you like, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, right? It's just so fake. It's like forced happiness. And the reason why they're coming to you like this is because they feel like if they come to you how they really are, you're not going to want to help them. You're not going to want to talk to them. You're not going to want to. But if it were me, I wouldn't. Whether you're happy or miserable, that's not my business, and I don't want to help you. Bye. Get out, right? Like, so, but I also feel like on top of that, they just pretend like they're happy to the world, to society. They just want to be seen like, you know, like they've got it all together. You know, they're happy conservative Christians that they've got it all together and they're very happy. And, you know, everything's perfect, right? But underneath them, they're dealing with a lot. They're drowning. They've got a lot of demons that they are fighting. They've got a lot of misery, sadness, stagnation. They're fighting with their sense of purpose in life. And that's funny because, well, I wouldn't say funny in this situation. It's actually very sad because if you weren't pretending, you wouldn't be like this. If you weren't pretending, you wouldn't be like this. Right? So I'm going to actually close it there. You know, if this resonates with you, gives you clarity of some sort, great. If it doesn't, then, you know, oh well. But if you need a personal reading, you can email me. My email and my information is in my About Me section on my channel, and the About Me on my, and like, are the description box on every channel. And I'm also publishing a novel. I've got like 11 chapters up right now. So if anybody's interested in reading that, it's a love fantasy about otherworldly beings, right? I'm gonna get one more for here. And it's free to read at the moment. So definitely check that out. I appreciate all and any feedback. So leave comments, you know, and let me know what you think about it. The chapters are being uploaded periodically. So yeah, that's it. I can't exactly, you know, so it's going to be free for a limited time. All right. So definitely check it out while you can. Bye.